Every time I come to court, ma'am, your lawyers always call me a liar.
Let's read. Oh my God.
I would like to know what a trial is, what a jury trial is. I don't appreciate being dogged out and called a liar. Okay, that's fine if that's the same thing. I mean, I'm not trying to debate anything, Judge, Your Honor, Reagan.
Exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
No, I'm saying after I told you my story, you never let me ask your name, you never let me write down your name, you never let me ask whether you're a court-appointed attorney or not.
See, you still talking, but I got you muted.
I'm sorry. I'm so rude.
You know you have the right to remain silent, which you have not exercised.
She should be coming to the main session. She's under the impression that you told her the officer wasn't here. And
no, I never told her that.
Listen, I'm telling you, she's trying to argue with me about it. I'm gonna just bring her to the main session. Like I just made up and made him come.
I told her we were caveusing her, but because the officer never came out of the breakout room, she got lucky. And because he was still here, because we had caveused her, but he never came out. So that's why we let her go to a breakout room, because she was pretty late.
Yes, ma'am. Your Honor, may I speak?
No. So what we're gonna do is
I haven't been able to speak in my breakout room either. I haven't been able to say no more than 2-3 words.
I don't believe you.
And she called me a liar like I was telling half the story. I have no reason to tell half of the story.
Your Honor, well, if she told half of the story, that would be more than 2 or 3 words.
No, I'm saying after I told you my story, you never let me ask your name, you never let me write down your name, you never let me ask whether you're a court-appointed attorney or not.
Let's read.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
That's what we're not gonna do. What we're not gonna do now is you just can't go on and on and on and on and on. So I think what we're going to do is, because there's not enough time to prepare. See, you're still talking, but I got you muted. You're still talking. Next time, first of all, first thing first. Next time when you come to court, wear something more appropriate. I shouldn't be seeing your shoulders. So wear a shirt with sleeves. Ms. Jane Robinson has explained to us that there needs to be more preparation for your case because you want to go to trial. So, I mean, it sounds like we need to appoint an attorney to represent you. She's still talking. It's like you have to say something, and I'm feeling like I don't know what you have to say. So we'll unmute you and go ahead. Unmute yourself. Just read.
Okay, I can talk. Your Honor, I just was trying to understand when I got in the breakout room, because the last time I came to court on 5-4, it said arraignment. And then the next card I got said trial. I'm like, oh, I don't know. How do I get a trial so fast? I didn't understand. I tried to get her to explain that to me.
You're scheduled for a trial today. You were last here
on arraignment. Right. I don't know what this stuff means. I don't go to court much. I'm not a criminal.
Sure, Jan.
All right, well, you're scheduled for a trial today. The officer.
How did I get to the trial if we just had an arraignment?
Well, what did you want to have in between?
Pre-trial.
You wanted to come to court a bunch of different times, or what did you want to?
I want to be able to talk to a court-appointed attorney, which I have not been able to. So I don't know how I got to trial so fast without a lawyer. Maybe it goes like this. I'm just asking a legitimate question. That's all. I only been to court for like a traffic ticket. I went to court in '96. I don't know nothing about court.
Here, I'll look it up.
I don't know court etiquette. I don't appreciate being dogged out and called a liar.
Girl, calm down. No one is coming away from this thinking you know anything about any kind of etiquette. Trust me.
Every time I come to court, ma'am, your lawyers always call me a liar.
Ms. Reed, so I know you said you don't come to court a lot, but usually when you come to court, you're only speak when being spoken to, and
that's true. That's true.
The defendant, that's your role here, usually doesn't just speak out. And it's a little difficult because we're on Zoom and you don't have your lawyer next to you to speak to them and they do the talking for you. But because it's a trial, we usually don't let you do any talking because you're gonna go to trial. And the prosecutor will present her case and then you can present your case. So we haven't done anything. That's why we haven't really.
And Ms. Robinson did say
So
she.
let me look. I'm gonna look and see what happened. You were last in court.
Huh?
It looks like
5-4.
there was an arraignment on May 4th, and then you got a trial date. You were here on May 4th, and then you got scheduled for trial.
Does that mean like if I had to pay the ticket, then I wouldn't have went to
It doesn't
arraignment?
mean that. No, it means your not guilty plea was continued, and we scheduled it for a trial.
Okay.
And that's today. So is that what you want to do? You want to go to trial, or did you want to plead? Because those are your options. The officer is here.
What does plea mean? Plead guilty or take a plea?
It's time that you admit that you were guilty. Did you
Oh,
want to
no.
do that?
I wasn't. He wrote it up as a
So here's the thing. If you're saying I'm not guilty, you want to go to trial. That's what you're saying.
A trial of my peers.
Oh, you want a jury trial? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I want a trial of my peers. That the supervisor at the police station told me.
So you want a jury trial? No problem. No problem. I will
Can I
schedule
speak?
a jury
Oh,
trial. I will appoint counsel to you. And
first of all, if I had been able to talk to the court,
I will set it for a jury trial. Give me one moment, ma'am.
Excuse me. First of all, I have to understand what a jury trial is and what a trial is.
I'm gonna mute you because you just stated you wanted a jury of your peers.
No, I said I want that explained to me.
Officer Martin, this is Tamika Horn, the prosecutor. And so I think she's going to get appointed counsel, and we're going to adjourn for today and prepare for a jury trial, which will be in person. Okay, Officer Martin? I should
That's not a problem.
Yeah, so I should be able to pull the discovery and whatever we have as far as the evidence. And then in the meanwhile, hopefully whoever is appointed to her will reach out to me for those materials.
No problem. I hope it goes a little bit better than it did today.
I agree.
So I gotta look up the Tiger schedule, because whenever there's all my jury trials are scheduled on a Wednesday, and all the Tigers home games are on Wednesday. So let me look to see.
I'm cool with any Wednesday. Fridays are a bit difficult for me.
Okay, thanks for the heads up.
And then Mr. Humphrey, do you think you can interview Ms. Reed so that we can get counsel appointed for her?
Sure. Just when we finish, you can just drop us in a breakout room.
Go back into a breakout room. Oh, we can't do the 28th because I got. How about we look in July 7th? Let's see.
Your Honor, I'm going to be on furlough from the middle of June till July, I think it's 16th or 15th.
Okay.
I don't.
I mean, July 12th. How about July 12th?
Let me check real quick. Give me one sec.
Oh, you said you're on furlough to the 15th?
I think it's the 15th or 16th.
Okay, so how about
It's going to be the 15th.
what about September 7th?
Perfect. What was September 7th?
Yeah.
That works for me.
And that works for the court. Okay, so we'll do September 7th.
What's going on?
We'll set it for a jury trial. I don't even know if I called the case. Let me call this case real quick. This is People versus Andrea Reed. Ticket number SP 1424720, count 1, disobey lawful order of a police officer. Good morning, please say your names for the record. Don't even matter, anybody.
Good morning, Your Honor. Afternoon, Your Honor. Tamika Horn appearing on behalf of the people. P70303.
Officer Martin Badge 4091 with Detroit Police Department.
We'll go with Mr. Humphreys.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good afternoon, James Humphreys, P38930.
Say your name, Ms. Reed.
Did y'all just change the charges again for the third time? Andrea Reed.
Oh my God.
I would like to know what a trial is, what a jury trial is. Can you please have a court-appointed attorney to explain that to me? Because Ms. Robinson didn't. All she asked me is what happened at the apartment building.
Ms. Reed.
My civil rights is being violated.
No, they're not. No one is violating your civil rights, Karen.
Ms. Reed, no one's changed any of the charges on.
What you just said the charge was a disobeying the signal on March 4th. I mean, May 4th.
Disobey lawful order of a police officer.
It says signal. Okay, that's fine if that's the same thing. I mean, I'm not trying to debate anything, George, Your Honor, Reagan. It's not like that. I just,
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, Ms. Reed.
What exactly what it is?
You have the right to remain silent, which you have not exercised.
I didn't know I couldn't talk. I'm sorry.
Let me ask you this. You watch TV, don't you? You watch
Sometimes.
TV, and I'm sure you've seen court shows. I'm sure you have. And I'm not talking about
fake court shows.
I'm talking about like movies. You've seen movies. Do you ever see the defendant just talking and going on and on and on? Not in the movie.
Ma'am, I don't know how to act on Zoom. I'm sorry. I'm thinking I'm on mute. If I had been, I usually talk to a lawyer in the breakout room, but this lawyer in the breakout room, she didn't ever talk to me.
That's enough, Ms. Reed. Okay. So what we're going to do is schedule this for a jury trial because you indicated that you wanted a jury of your peers.
No, I asked what was a jury trial.
And that is exactly what a jury trial is.
I asked what is a jury trial, Miss Your Honor?
A jury trial is when you have residents of the city of Detroit. They will sit at, it would be 7 jurors. They would come and sit, and then they would listen to the evidence. The prosecutor would present evidence. If you had any evidence, you would have an opportunity to present evidence, and then they would listen to all the evidence that's presented, and then they would determine the facts of the case.
And
that's
the other
the
one?
jury.
And what is the trial?
A bench trial is when I would decide whether you were guilty or not.
And you would look at the video and all that stuff and see what happened down there?
I would look at all the evidence that's presented.
Oh man, Judge Reagan.
No problem.
I guess I'll take a jury trial.
I thought you would pick that. I
I mean, I would like for you to
That's why we already, I am not offended, ma'am. You have the right to jury trial. So we would go, that's why we have a date. September 7th at 9:30 is your jury trial date. Your final pre-trial.
What date is that on? I'm sorry.
Wednesday,
I'm so rude. I apologize.
Your Honor, am I going to get the separate subpoena for that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you will. You know, Officer Martin, I will make sure you have everything you need.
All right.
What's so
Thank
funny?
you, Your Honor, and attorney.
All right.
And why would the prosecutor want to prosecute something that
So
didn't
what we're
happen?
going to do, so
I
what
don't
we're
know how
going
the
to do.
prosecutor going to prosecute
Okay,
something that
no,
didn't
so
happen.
what we're going to do, Ms. Reed, see, you can't, when you come to court, you certainly can't do this because you are really out of order.
I promise I won't.
You are very much out of order, okay? Now, I've answered your questions. You've asked what's the difference between the jury trial and the bench trial, and I've answered that. You've set it for a jury trial, but now you're starting to just blurt out, and that's inappropriate, ma'am. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Mr. Humphreys is going to interview you to see about, unless you're gonna retain your own counsel, are you gonna hire your own attorney? You don't have to. You can.
I'm going to talk to the civil rights lawyers and things like that. I got plenty enough time.
This is not a civil rights matter, ma'am.
Well, my civil rights was violated downtown Detroit.
Are they?
That day, he violated my civil rights. He put handcuffs on me for no reason.
Okay.
That's why he's trying to push all the way to 17.
Ms. Reed, do you want, just listen carefully to what I'm asking you. Do you want counsel appointed to represent you? Because when you come to court, you deal with house counsel. But since you're having a jury trial, we'll have a counsel appointed to you, but you have to be qualified. So it's based on income. So do you want us, someone can fill out the form for you and we can submit it to the appropriate place to have counsel appointed. Is that what you want, or are you gonna get your own lawyer? That's all I'm asking.
I want a court-appointed attorney.
Okay, no problem. We'll do that. So
Well, he
Mr.
gotta be black though. They gotta be black.
Stop it. Get some help.
Excuse
The question,
me.
Ms. Reed, you have answered the question. I don't need to hear anything else.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm requesting a black attorney.
I don't need to hear you speaking anymore because I've heard everything you need to say, everything I need to hear. So I'm gonna put you back in a breakout room. Mr. Humphreys, I know you, thank you so much for volunteering.
Who is Miss Robinson? Who was Miss Robinson, Miss Judge Reagan?
Ms. Gaten Robinson is a really good attorney, and she
Is
was
she
the attorney that was working with you, but it seems like you two don't mesh well. So I'm gonna have and all he's gonna do is ask you some simple questions, and I want you to work really hard to listen very carefully to those questions and only answer what's being asked. And they're questions like, what's your income? What's your address? What's your phone number? It's those types of questions. He doesn't need to hear all that other stuff because he's not going to be the attorney to represent you. So he just wants to get that information so he can send it to me, and then we'll get it to the appropriate place and another lawyer will contact you. That's how that works, okay?
I've got a question.
No, God, please, no.
Am I allowed to ask a question? I asked, was Miss Robinson a prosecutor or no?
She's not.
Okay. Well, I really will wish you will review the breakout room where she came in and call me a liar. I don't need to lie or leave anything out. I really wish you would review that because she never.
Miss Reed.
Nothing was ever explained to me. I didn't appreciate that. I'm 50 years old.
Miss Reed, I'm gonna put you back into breakout room number 7. Mr. Humphreys is gonna join you. Mr. Humphreys, I'm gonna email you. So join that breakout room